Hello and welcome back. If you've noticed my previous videos, the bike I was riding, it's a Gsx650f. It's a 2008 model, and all the fairings have been removed and made to look like a street fighter or a naked bike. They got a Memphis shade on it. Look, I think that's what it is called. And yeah, reason I moved into a 650 series bike is because the Shadow that I had previously, even though it's a great beginner bike, I kind of grew over it. It felt like it's lacking some power, you know, especially on the highway runs with my wife in the back. It's you know, it's needs some really pushing hard to catch up with the traffic. So this, from what I feel right now, is a good intermediate bike, you know, enough power, almost 85 horsepower I believe, and the torque kick in pretty fast in low RPM. You know, you could really feel the power. It's a pretty heavy bike, to be honest. It's almost the same weight as a Shadow. It's almost 120 kilos, 120 or 220, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, it's something around. The Shadow and the Suzuki Gsx650f is pretty much the same weight. And one thing that I don't like too much about the bike is it's a bit too top heavy. You don't really notice it when you're going, you know, in highway speeds, but slow riding you could feel it in the beginning, but then you get used to it. Otherwise, it's a really good bike. Like I said, enough powers, very reliable. They use pretty much the same engine for the 1200cc as well, just the bore size is different. And I was actually looking for something like this, you know, like a street bike or a naked bike, and I came across this one and picked it up, traded in my Shadow. That's what I did. Even my previous bikes I traded it in and got like slightly bigger displacement and slightly bigger bike. Just that if you want to do it, always try to get a bike that you know, hold their value well. I was lucky with the Hondas that I had previously, and you know, this one I think I'm going to keep it for some time, just because it'll take some time for me to, you know, get over the power. So yeah, that's what it is. It's a cool machine. I put some kilometers on it, and the tank holds almost 300 kilometers of gas in it. Let me turn it on. I need two hands to turn it on. Actually, I need to compress the clutch. So this one actually got a hydraulic clutch, similar to what I had on my Honda CB550 Nighthawk. It's a smooth, really smooth clutch. And I did some artwork on the radiator cover here, you know, some doodling, you know, just to make it a little bit personalization there. It's still got the stock exhaust. And yeah, I'm really enjoying the bike. It sounds amazing even with the stock exhaust. At the higher RPM, it kind of screams, you know, it's really cool. If you want to hear it, check out my videos that I posted earlier. You could really hear it screaming. And also I figured out a good way to reduce wind noise while recording videos, you know, especially the exhaust notes. So what I did with the setup for recording is, now I tried it with recording in my GoPro, but it's not working really well. So what I did here, that sponge is my mic. Inside that I took an old earphones of mine from a Samsung phone and trim off the earpieces and just left the mic inside the sponge, tuck it under the seat, and the wire is running outside. Here you go. Whenever I need it, I use my phone to record the sound and sound separate. Just make sure while you're doing it there's no loose ends, like, you know, hanging around and rattling noises inside. The mic is going to pick up that noises, so just make sure you're all tucked in and tidied up in there. So I'm going to close it right now. Yeah, so I have an old phone, stays in my pocket, and this plugs in, record the sound, and then when I'm editing the video, I'll just add that sound to the video, and it comes out really good. You don't need all those expensive external mic for GoPro and everything. You know, all you need is a simple earphone with a mic. Plug it in your phone and you're good to go.